Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I come in to talk about the reward fund. They're wanting to steal it away from poor Summer, right? It actually is going to be going to court. They're letting the court make a decision upon it. Um, I guess it had attachments to it. Some wanted their money returned in 1 year. Others wanted it to stay in place for Summer until she is found. Others, like law enforcement, and wanted it donated to them and other missing children, right? Um, Point is, we need a law changed on reward funds for missing children. That's what we need, due to the fact that 1 year is just not long enough. 1 year ain't long enough. I mean, this is a blowed up case that's very ongoing. Um, it's been super chaotic, right? Drawed a lot of attention, it's got a lot of people involved. And if there was somebody out there that does know something that would like to talk, this ain't even been long enough for them to get over their fear of something happening, right? This isn't even long enough. Um, Meaning within the first year, a human, even if a human wanted to step forth and tell something, the fact is they would still be afraid. And you have to give people time to get over their fear. Sometimes that takes, longer than a year. I mean, the reward fund should be at least at least um 5 to 10 years for a missing child. If people donate to that particular child, then I feel that is that particular child's money, and who has a right to remove it? No one should have a right to remove it until that child is found or a specific time date is up. And I would say 10 years, at least 10 years, if not more. And then if they want to put it towards another missing child, then, that should be okay. That should be okay at that point. I don't know. But I am upset that, that they're trying to remove her reward fund so soon when this case is still going strong and ongoing. This is horrible. I'm sure that everyone is pissed, you know, even if you didn't put into the reward fund, sweetheart, you still, we still should be upset, right? Everyone should be upset. Just whether you donated or you didn't donate, everyone should be upset because this is a missing child. All this money that has been donated by we the people was for Summer, not law enforcement, not wherever they want to choose to put it. It was for Summer, and it should be and stay for Summer. Absolutely. And if they're going to split it up, then we the people that donated it should say we the people want it all back. And that way it keeps the system from thinking they can just swoop in like a yellow apparel and steal it away from these children, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too, Sarah Lee. Why? Why? It's Summer. It was donated for Summer to find Summer, and it should stay that way. For, as I said, it should have stayed there for 10 years. You know, absolutely. Hello, let it be. How are you tonight? Hello, English Rose. Wisconsin Mama, I see you. Hello, Lisa. Sway. Hello, everyone. God bless. Hello, Ronald. I see you, Ronald. Anyway, I'm going to um, play a clip of explaining what the reward fund is all about and so forth, so on. First.
Churchill, 10 WJHL. The future of the Summer Wells Reward Fund will be decided by a court, according to an official. The Churchill Rescue Squad has been overseeing the fund, which reportedly stood at just under $74,000 as of January 18. Previous. Churchill Rescue Squad addresses rumors about Summer Wells Reward Fund. On Thursday, the Rescue Squad's board of directors met to address the future of the fund, just as it said it would do last January. Rescue Squad Capt. Tim Koo read a statement to News Channel 11 regarding the fund. There have been some questions raised in regards to distributing the reward fund, Koo said. We have been advised to and will be handing the reward fund money to the court, and ask them to determine the proper resolution of the matter. Upon advice of counsel, that is all I can say at this time. When News Channel 11 asked Koo which court he was referring to, he responded by saying, "This is the statement that I'm making." News Channel 11 again asked for clarification, to which Koo said, "At this point, that's all I can say." Later Thursday evening, News Channel 11 sought further clarification via the Churchill Rescue Squad's email. Koo replied, and said that was all the information he could give right now, but said, more information will be contained in the legal pleadings expected to be filed next week. He did not clarify what would be decided in court, which court would rule on the fund, or who represents the rescue squad as legal counsel. The Wells family media manager sent a statement on behalf of Don Wells to News Channel 11 regarding Koo's statement on the fund's future. "This is important to keep the reward fund. This is our daughter. People gave money for Summer, to help. The case is still very active. Don't take this from her," the statement said. Of the nearly $74,000 in the fund, a large chunk came from two donations of $25,000 and $10,000. News Channel 11 learned a Fall Branch business owner named T.R. Ward made the $10,000 donation, providing a blank check for the fund on June 21 last year. Ward provided messages on Facebook from the Churchill Rescue Squad on May 31, asking if he wanted the check to go on with the rest of the funds, or be returned to him. The rescue squad said the account would be closed on June 15. Ward, who did not wish to appear on camera, had the check returned. He said the check would continue to be available if Summer was found or recovered. The fund through Civi's Bank was set up in late June 2021 and was originally set to expire after 6 months. At that time, the rescue squad said the money would be donated to the Child Advocacy Center for Hawkins County at the deadline. However, the rescue squad decided to extend it through June 15, 2022. The rescue squad said that once the deadline was reached, its board of directors would review the fund. In January, the rescue squad said none of the money would remain in its possession. The fund was established for information leading to the return of Summer Wells, who still has not been found over a year after she was reported missing from her home in the Beech Creek community of Hawkins County. Hawkins County Sheriff Romney Lawson told News Channel 11 the law enforcement investigation of Summer's disappearance has been and remains separate from the reward fund.
There you go. They had their nerve to say that they're turning it over to the court system. They wanted to shut it down 6 months ago, but let it run for a year. This case, even with the parents pleading to keep it in place, well, I don't know about Candace, but that letter particularly came from Donald through Tim Mullins, right? And asking not to take it out of place for Summer because the investigation is still ongoing and this case is very much still alive and well, and Summer is still being um, sought after, and the boys are still awaiting closure along with all of us, right? And they want to remove the reward fund. Now, it is a fact that when there's a large reward fund like that, it does sometimes um, initiate whoever may have done something to keep Summer alive. Do I believe that she's still with us? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. And therefore, we are in the we're in the dark on if she could possibly still be alive somewhere, right? And that reward fund definitely, you know, it definitely makes people keep their eyes open, seeking to find her. It absolutely does. And as I said, you know, if there's people with information that they haven't came forth with yet out of fear, because the case is still so alive and so well and ongoing, um, taking the reward fund away may shut them down completely. I mean, it takes people a while to get over, you know, things, right? What I'm saying is, it takes people a while to get over a death in the family. It takes people a while to get over, fear. Like, what I'm saying is, if you roll out of bed and hit the floor, well, for a while, it takes you a while, right? Sleeping in the middle of the bed before you want to get on the edge of it again. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, fear. Yeah. How you doing, Lisa? Sure glad you said hi, PG. I'll come up. Yeah, absolutely. um, but what I'm saying is, if there's people scared to talk, they're not going to talk until um they're not going to talk until their fear leaves them, right? They need time to get over the fear. If Hunter knows anything that he's super holding, he needs time to overcome the fear. And with this case ongoing as bad as it has been going, that fear's still there and alive and well, right? Same way with Allie, same way with anyone else that may have information and would like to step forth. The fear could still be there, and it takes a while. It's going to take a while, even when things slow down, that's when someone may come forth and feel it's safe to talk about it. But if the reward fund ain't there, then they may say, "Oh no, I'm not going to talk." And this is on behalf of Ronald Wilson, who won a bet we made by getting to used to call him Big Papa in her chat. He won that bet fair and square. I appreciate that, G. Louise and Ronald. I appreciate you as well. God bless. All hell, the general. He rocks. I so appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to get a super chat that way, but it is sure is cute. I so appreciate it. God bless. Hey, Ronald Wilson, you rock. Thank you. Thank you, Ronald. She called you Big Papa. I like it when you call me Big Papa. God bless. Congrats, Big Papa. Hey, Ronald, you stealing my name. You stealing my name. Yeah, where are you, baby Summer? Absolutely. Where are you? Um, absolutely. I think we're all asking that. We're all asking that. But them to try to remove the reward fund, um, and somebody made a statement a little bit earlier. Um, made a statement a little bit earlier that they don't want theirs back, right? You know, a lot of us don't want. We don't want nothing but summer found, right? And that all that money was donated for her reward fund, and that's where it needs to stay, is for her. We got to get the laws changed on this reward funds, right? We got to get the laws changed. Absolutely. Because, you know, we're allowing the system to run us instead of us running the system. That's just wrong. What I'm saying is, if this was a millionaire's daughter, that reward fund would be there for 10 years, right? But when it comes to one of us regular citizens, they try to take everything away from us, and quickly. I mean, uh, what I'm trying to say is, if Summer's no longer with us, she isn't even cold yet, right? And they're trying to take it away. And this case certainly ain't cold. This case is still hot and on fire and moving forward. And this is bullshit. Pure bullshit. I'm just gonna call it. Yeah, something is fishy. I agree. I agree, Barbie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, me though. I promise I shower. Yeah, I trust me. There's something been um stinking about this case from day one, to be honest. That's the truth. Something's been stinking about it from day one. Well, it's called status. Let it be. It's called status. You know, if the person's rich, of course their reward fund don't run out. Wisconsin mom, I'm bringing you up, love. Their reward fund don't run out. But if um if if you're just a average Joe citizen, this is what the system does to you. How can they say what happens with this child's reward fund when it was we the people that put it in place, right? I don't understand that, and we need to start asking some damn questions.
Right.
We're starting to let the government run us instead of us run the government.
Well, I have never heard of a reward fund like being canceled after a year. And what do we do with the money afterwards? I
They
mean,
want to give it away. They want to
this is,
take it. They're after it, man, like dogs after a bone.
well, what's the root of all evil, is money. But they have no right to that money. They have absolutely no right to that money. It is
No,
still an open investigation and it's only
absolutely,
been a year.
absolutely. That's
You
what I'm
know,
talking about.
if
They're
they had if they had found the person or people or whatever that had did this and they found Summer, then I could understand them going from there with it, but not right now.
right, right,
No, that money should be staying put. This shouldn't even be an
exactly.
open argument with anybody. I mean, it's common sense. What a bunch of greedy people. Greed.
I, I agree.
Hmm.
I totally
Crazy.
100%
Absolutely crazy.
agree with you. And
Especially being this is still an open investigation, you know?
right,
Huh.
absolutely right. I
There's
don't
something
I
wrong
don't
in
know what to
Hawkins
say for it
County.
to it, but they gave the one man his check back, and he said that it stands even if Summer's still found. His money stands. The 10,000 it still stands.
And that's very, very generous. That's,
Yeah, wonder if
greed.
Summer will be found after they take the money. Um, if she could have been, if she could have been, because the reward system is something for people to come forth and talk for. She won't be. Like I said, this case is so hot, so on fire, and there's a lot of players in it, and a lot of people are scared, right? A lot of people want to talk, but they're afraid. And what I'm saying is, we got to give people time to overcome their fear, right? And a year ain't long enough. If I mean, they're just as afraid now as they was the day she came up missing. It's going to take a while for them to be able to get over their fear to come forth. And if that money ain't there to come forth for, they may not come forth at all because
Well,
nothing's initiating them, even when their fear um, simmers down, right?
who who
And the
like
police know that.
Tiny Dancer had asked, I mean, who does this? Who puts this in place? I mean, like, who writes the rules to a reward fund?
Well, in this case, it was the Hawkins County place, right?
Yeah. Was it the searchers or
Churchill. Churchill.
Churchill?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they must have been pretty positive that she was going to be found within a year, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were like, they were so quick to turn it over to, let the court system, like, take it out of our hands. They were the ones that's supposed to deliberated on this and either kept it in place or not in place. And they don't want to get the bullshit and the feedback, so they throwed it over on the court system, right? Because they want to get that money into their own hands.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, Lisa, but it's only been a year. I mean, honestly, the way I feel about a reward fund
Is it
would,
should never go out of place. If
um,
people give to a particular child, if people, we the people, give our money to a particular child, then that reward fund should stay in place. Yeah, damn forever.
yeah,
It should damn stay in place forever. Um,
right.
because that's that child's money. That now becomes that child's money. Just like, what I'm saying is, um, it's like, it's like these people, homeless people on the corners, right? They stand out there with their sign, and we, the people, give them money, right? And once we hand them all that money, it's their money. It becomes theirs to do whatever they want with, right? I
Right.
mean, nobody comes along and takes it away from them.
No,
It does in a
and
year. It doesn't go into the court system. If they don't spend it, it don't go into a court system. It's still their money. Well,
yeah,
and that's the way it should be for a missing child.
yes, yes. So now, is this going to go in front of a judge?
Yes. And Wisconsin Mama, that is one petition that you should write up and start getting signatures upon. That if we the people donate money to a missing child's reward fund, it is that child's reward fund forever. Forever.
Okay.
It does not die.
All right. I'll do it. I'm just writing things down.
And if the child ain't found, in 20 years, then it goes to the child's family. It was the child's money, and just like a trust fund, it goes to the family, not to, you know, our system.
No,
When did our system have the right to start taking away our money?
right. And Hawkins, I mean, like, I'm telling you, if this money is taken away, um, I mean,
If it's
people
taken
should gather
away, if,
together
if
in front of
it's
that
taken
courthouse and
away,
protest that.
if it's taken away by the court system, then every last person that donated for Summer's Reward Fund should ask for the money returned to them, that they want it back, so they can redonate it to her.
Right,
There we
right.
go. There we
Yeah.
go. We want it all back so we can redonate it to her. That's what we want. Every fucking
Sway.
time of it.
Sway says have a petition signed up to have Benny tased. Sway. Well, you know, I'll come up with something and I'll send it to you, PG, and then, you know, you think it's good, then, you know, I'll put it out there.
Amen.
You know, why not?
Absolutely.
They have petitions all over the place, so
Send it to me, and I'll see if I
Mhm.
can get some of the people I know, which are good in law, to
yeah.
look it over. And absolutely, let's get it
So
done.
somebody had asked in the and I do somebody had asked
Oh,
in the chat.
Barbie,
Oh,
super sticker.
oh,
Amen.
nice, Barbie.
Amen. Absolutely. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. God bless.
So somebody had asked in the chat, well, what if a family member, you know, what if it was a family member and you really don't know? So we could go with, you know, hold on to it for 20 years and then it could be, you know, turned over to some kind of foundation. You know, it could be, you know, a scholarship could be set up with that money, you know.
I say that it should stay with that child. It should stay with that child for at least 20 years, and then restitution to the family if the child ain't found.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I
Exactly.
think.
I agree with you. Okay. Okay, so Alicia says, you guys, it's not being taken away. It was always the plan to give it to Child Advocacy Center in Hawkins County. All of us who donated that knew when we donated. Did you know that it was going to be up in a year then?
I didn't think it was going to be up in a year. No, I thought they'd at least let it stay in place for 4 or 5 years. I had
Yeah.
no idea that it was going to be so quickly taken away from her. No, I had no idea.
Well, I just can't believe it that there's a reward fund out there.
And personally, I think if everyone else knew, they wouldn't have been so quick to donate, due to the fact that a year comes too quickly. I mean, a year's like a week, right?
Yeah. Lisa said it was originally only for 6 months. Oh, she said yes, she did know that it would go to them afterwards. But the thing is, it's an open investigation still.
Right.
You know, if
Absolutely.
it was a cold case, you know, maybe what 10, 20 years down the road I could see it, but it's only been a year.
Absolutely. And
Greedy.
but it don't stop us from getting up another one, right?
Right.
It don't stop us from getting up another one.
Oh, Flip Flop said I donated. I was told it was going to be expired in 6 months. Always 6 months, and they changed it to a year. Why can't they change it again? Yeah, why can't they change it again?
Right.
They could. But then again, a judge could, you know. So we don't know what the judge is going to say.
Well, listen to this.
There have been some questions raised in regards to distributing the reward fund. We have been advised to and will be paying the reward fund money to the court and ask them to determine the proper resolution of the matter. Upon advice of counsel, that is all I can say at this time.
What court is that?
This is the statement that I'm making.
Why didn't your counsel stand up and say that statement instead of him? Where was their attorney? Why didn't their attorney
Now
say that?
listen, they don't even want to let us know what court. Why? Because they want to plan to take it away. They want to take it away. They didn't even tell us what court because they knew we would be asking that court. Letters would be flying in there, phone calls, and we would want that reward fund extended for at least another year. And they're not letting us know. I'm gonna play this guy on out.
This time it will be turned over to the court and ask them to determine the proper resolution of the matter.
What's the amount of the money at this point?
At this point, I don't have the most accurate, up-to-date account. The money is still in the account this time, and that's all I have. Thank you.
They don't even want to talk about what they're going to do with it. I'm bringing you up, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Tim, what court are we talking about? Is there a legal matter here?
At this point, that's all I can say.
There you go. Ain't even going to talk to you about it. He just went in. We got dished and dismissed. That's what we got.
Yeah,
right
pretty
there,
much.
buddy. Right there. That's how they treat we the people, right? There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. And we shouldn't be pissed off about that. I think we should. Yeah. How damn rude was that? Absolutely right.
And like I
hon.
said, where was his representative? I mean, like, why didn't the attorney make that speech? Why send out a guy that looks like he's, I don't know, a highway crewman or something? I don't know. Why weren't they professional about it?
Because he was just rude.
Yeah.
Wish Monkey Vaughn a happy 6th
Oh,
birthday
yeah.
today, and thoughts for Brandy and family. Absolutely, happy birthday to
Yeah,
him.
happy
I
birthday.
seen All Things on the Farm covering his birthday. God bless. And I seen that.
Yeah.
I'm like 1000% Summer. I'm sorry, but here I'm just 1000% Summer, and and we all know that we're just super dedicated to Summer. I do wish the little guy a happy birthday, and
Oh, definitely.
and much love,
definitely.
absolutely. But right now there's so much going on in Summer's case. I just don't want to give it a break. I can't give it a break right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I agree. I agree with you, Lisa Miller. Yeah. She said we should get something signed. Where'd it go? We should get something signed to
Absolutely.
bring Candace in for giving beer to a minor.
The farm canceled. Oh, I guess they canceled his birthday there. I thought that she was covering it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought she was covering it. So my
Oh,
bad.
yeah, so
Right?
did I.
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought for sure she was. I
Yeah.
guess that's my bad. But yes, absolutely happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to him. And I pray that he's found as much as I pray Summer's found. Absolutely. But, there's a lot going on right now with Summer's case. This reward fund's trying to be taken away from her. TBI is acting like, they may just draw some fucking line on all of this. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It's super upsetting. That's what I got to say.
Yeah.
It's so much upsetting, it's even hard to talk about. And
Well,
that's how
I
upsetting
agree
it is.
with one of the girls in the chat. She says they could use that money for searches for Summer and tear down that damn mountain apart looking for her. I mean, they
Absolutely.
could,
Absolutely. I think they need to go checking in a few places,
Yeah, it shouldn't, I mean, like, get out there,
Right. Exactly. They really do. I heard Donald talking about a park one time, a few times, something called Barron Park. I don't know exactly what that is or how close to their home or whatever it is. I mean, it's something that I just recently started. Actually, he said so many things, but I just recently started remembering him talking about this particular park, and I'm not sure exactly where it's at, but it couldn't be too far. I mean, it had to be somewhere around Tennessee. Um,
Truth
maybe that place,
hurts.
maybe that place needs to be looked into. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, everything's worth being looked into, right?
right. Everything is. I mean,
Absolutely,
no stone unturned.
right. He talked about a beautiful place, and for some reason he kept mentioning some weird park. I'm sure, pretty sure it's barren, but
Did you see?
um,
Truth Hurts says it's called Deer Run Park. Deer Run Park.
nah, I think it's called barren. It's
Baron?
B. It's like Barron, something like that. Barron. I mean, it was a weird name because when he was talking about it, I was thinking of like the Baron. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
kind of funny, like Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Baron. Um, I mean, I don't know. I just, it's just something right now, summer's starting to hit, and that's where we're taking our children out to parks and things, right? And for some reason, I just, you know, remembered him, that particular place he kept, mentioning um, at certain points. And I haven't had time to really look it up because, like I said,
Okay. Is it?
it's just been the
Look
last
at
couple of days that I remembered.
Sway's comment.
What?
Barron Park. Barron Park.
Yes, yes.
It's in. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know he mentioned it. Supposedly a beautiful place or something. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, everything's worth looking into, right?
Right. Right. I mean, uh, we all have an opinion for where the money should go.
I don't think there was money a reward. I'm bringing you up Lisa K. I don't think there was money a reward fund for Rose. No, I'm not that I know of, but
Yes,
Lisa
there
K's
was.
come. There was Lisa.
That's why I came up.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes,
yeah,
there was.
you know more about Rose. That's what I was getting ready to say. You would know more about this than me because I don't cover Rose case.
There
You
was
know,
a rummage sale to get money for a reward, and they raised about $2,000. Candy took $800 to pay for a private investigator, and $1,200 is still sitting in the bank.
see, that's what I'm
I
talking
mean,
about.
well, there's no way to give it. See, in the person that has it in the account is looking to do the same thing. She wants to get rid of it and doesn't know where to go because it was a rummage sale. So it's not like they can return the money to the people. I mean, you can't just, people donate the money, then you can't just give it to someone else. That's illegal. So,
Spivey, the reason that people are worried about the reward fund is because the reward fund, honey, is a initiative for Summer to be found, and we want her found. We want her. We want everything that could possibly be in place to help the situation that could be in place to help the situation, right?
I
And
know,
that's
but do
one of
you
the
think
things.
it's
That is
going
one of
to?
the things that is an initiative. It's a plus, not a minus.
I think if somebody was going to talk for the reward, if somebody knew something, they would have done it by now. They would have talked for
I don't think
70,000.
so. I don't
Oh, I
think
do.
so.
I do.
No, I don't. I mean, we agree to disagree, right?
That's
but
why
Yeah.
we're American.
but no, I don't think so because especially if they're, if they're scared, if they're got some type of fear in them. It depends on what they know and how deep that fear is. And like I said, sometimes it takes a person a while to get over fear to where they'll come forth.
Yeah,
And
but
and if there's nothing to come forth for, that reward fund's moved out of place, then they're not going to take no risk at all now. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. They're going to
yeah,
take no risk at all now
but
because
you can report.
why?
You can send tips in anonymously. They just give you a number, and then you claim it. People do that all the time.
Um,
But what if this? I mean, like, I'm just throwing this out there, okay? But what if this is really bad? What if this goes like really deep? You know what I
if
mean?
you think
If it's
if
really
you if
deep, and
you
that
think
person
that
could be really scared.
if you think that you're telling something off record, there is things that can be attorneys. There's ways to find out who talked. There is always ways to find out who talked. Um, so when it comes into the law system,
Well,
so and a lot of people know that.
well, that's what I'm saying. You know what? We don't know. I mean, like, we all speculate.
Right.
We know who's involved in this, but what if there's a chance, just a chance that this goes really deep? You know what I mean? Into some
Absolutely.
really, really bad people. If I knew about it, I wouldn't say anything for a penny.
Right.
Not me.
I
I'm just
would.
putting it out there. Not me.
I would.
You know.
I mean,
You
right.
know, I
I mean,
would.
if you're
Well,
taking
I know you would, Lisa.
if you know for a fact that something really super sinister went down,
Mm-hmm.
say you knew for a fact something super sinister went down, and this person is no longer with us,
Mm-hmm.
and all you're going to end up doing is putting yourself and your family at jeopardy of this happening to you. You ain't going to
Right.
be able to save that person anyway. You can't bring them back. You probably ain't going to tell. Absolutely. I
Well,
mean, how
not
stupid would
me.
you be, right?
Not me. I'm just putting
That's what
out
I'm
there.
talking
Not
about.
me. You know.
Yeah, but
Not
look
me.
at who we're dealing with: criminals, drug dealers. I mean, besides the 70,000, I mean, these people would sell their own mother for $70,000. And not only
Um,
that, they want scrutiny out of that neighborhood because look at what they're all doing.
even if you'll sell your mother for $70,000, you ain't going to sell your own backside for it.
Well, I'm just, well, and then that's another thing. Even if you throw a tip out there to TBI, how long is it going to take them to listen to the recording? 2 weeks? I'm just saying I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of positivity for law enforcement.
Susan,
Look at in
do
Rose's
you
case.
think do you
Right.
think what Fred Hill said that Don sacrificed Summer for Don's sins could be a possibility? Um,
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe that. I mean, people sacrifice now. Do I think they could have sacrificed for power? Absolutely. I mean, people, sick people in the head do that stuff all the time, right? But you know, there's people that kill their children and say because I wanted to send them to heaven, that's crazy, but people do it. So yeah, anything's possible, but do I think that um n- I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I think if anything happened that day, Summer came back out that door. Candace was, I mean, she hit Donald hard enough to bust his eardrum, right? If you hit a child that hard, you probably kill it, right? You probably kill it. And then what are you going to do? What you going to do? Because you're going to jail. You're going to
Yeah.
cover it up. That's what you're going to do. And I think that's more of a scenario in this case than anything else. To be honest, if I have to say what happened, that's what I'm saying happened. And I think Candace is the culprit because she talked to least her and her mother. Mommy's protecting her, and Dawn was protecting her. And Dawn even told her, Candace, I'm protecting you. I've been protecting you. I'm protecting you. How many times he has to tell us who did it?
Right. Well,
And
now
he
that.
told her that. And he told her, I got 7 alibis. You have none.
Mm-hmm. And Lisa.
Yeah.
And what were the 2 things that she hates him for? What does she
Oh,
hate Don
well,
for?
wait. The 7 alibis are the 7 Starlink pings that confirm his story. 2 things that she said she would never forgive Don for. I don't know what the one was, but the other one was calling
CP.
DCS to take the boys.
Yeah. 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 So, I mean, like
Well,
in my reality brain, just in my brain, I do believe Don knows that she did it. And I do
Yeah.
one,
believe that he did call, child services to come
no, he
and get.
didn't.
Oh, he
No,
didn't.
Donald did not call child services to pick up the boys. The child services came there and Donald agreed and said Donald agreed that they needed to go because of everything going on. He was agreeing. Candace wasn't wanting to agree with them. They were removing the kids anyway. Donald was just smart enough to know they were, and he was just trying to make it easier on himself and Candace by saying, yeah, because he
Right.
knew there wasn't nothing they could do to stop it anyway. It was
Right. And
happening.
I think he did it for the boys' protection.
Right.
You know.
No, he did it. He
Yeah.
did it because he knew it was coming down anyhow.
There's a thing that that's like a law or procedure where you can have a temporary placement of your children till you get your act together. And there is a certain YouTuber that did that with her daughter. I can't remember what the name of it is, P something. And you can actually pick where they're going to go if you have a place.
No.
I heard they contacted the church and tried to get someone from the church to take them for a while, but nobody would.
Exactly, because you're dealing with, you're dealing with
Just say it, PG. Just say it.
insane people. I
There you
mean,
go.
really? You
Yeah.
want, you don't want them on your back.
No,
Absolutely
right.
not.
Well,
Uh,
the church tried to distance themselves because they didn't want to be involved.
Right.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Donald told me that. He told me that, he said the majority of the church turned on him. A couple
Yeah.
didn't. He said a couple didn't, but most all did.
Well, so did the people that were all helping them and doing the house renovations, and
Right.
there were people that were there every day for weeks,
But
bought
that
the
wasn't
materials
hard to
for the house. One by one, they all wised up and left them.
right. Exactly, because it don't take long. If you got any brains at all, it don't take long to see the evil in these people, the truth actually. And then you just hang around a little longer for the information that could possibly help the child be brought home.
Right.
And then you just get so um disgusted to even be around them, period, that you can't even do that any longer. And you just got to, abort the mission, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I believe I would have
PG, do you
aborted
think
it.
Donna Long could get the boys back? No,
He'd
no,
like to. He
I don't
actually
think,
wanted the boys back.
yeah, well, I don't think he's going to be able to get any children in his custody due to
No.
his accusations made in Utah. I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah, but those are
Those aren't
just
going anywhere.
they're just accusations. They're
Yeah.
not there's been no charges pressed against him.
They're very, they're very strong accusations. And um, if indeed Mary went there and tried to file that report somewhere, there's record of it. And, so it's going to be, what I'm saying is, even if there isn't a record of it, the accusations are there. And those kind of accusations have to be taken in consideration when they place children within someone's custody. There you go.
I'm thinking something else to say.
Candace is hiding.
Yeah, she's somewhere under a rock.
But, I didn't appreciate the way that man acted about the reward fund. I didn't appreciate the fact that, he acted like he knowed so little, wasn't giving us the people nothing. That ain't no way to act. I mean, we have every right to know what court is going to be making decisions upon our money, right?
Well, but
Summer's reward fund that we the people pitched into to put there, right?
That's the statement that the lawyer gave him to read. So, it's just like any other statement that cops give or whatever. You just read it and then you don't take questions. I mean, he wasn't really authorized to say anything more. And what more is he going to say?
Right. Absolutely.
Well, he could have been
so
more
agree.
respectful.
Yes, he could have been more
He could have been
respectful.
more respectful.
He could have
was
been
thinking-
nicer. I would have said, look, I'm giving you all as much information as they're allowing me to give you. I'm sorry I can't give you more, but this is what I've got. And, it's much I could do for you. God bless. Have a great day. I understand your pain. I understand your pain.
He's
he could have been nicer.
The YouTubers calling and bothering him. Look at JLR all over the place.
Well, that's what I thought too. Is that he's?
He's just disgusted with the whole thing.
I thank God for JLR. I mean, this guy goes and he really knows how to dig into stuff and get the information out there. And that's what we need. We need to bring everything to the table. I mean, no stones unturned. God bless him for being all over that ground. Somebody needs to be.
Well, that's true. If I had the money, I'd head down there. I'd grab Lisa and I'd grab you, and we all three would go down there and we'd pump the information out of them people in them woods. I'm not scared.
Yeah. JLR, he even went up to Allie's house and put a note on the door and told him he'd give him $200 for an interview.
Well, it worked for Molly, so he probably figured it'd work for.
Oh,
yeah.
I
think, well, no, Molly caught him, seen him walking, and ran up on him and talked with him.
But she gave him money.
Well, I don't blame her for giving him a few dollars to help him out. I mean, you can tell they could use all the help they can get, right? And
and he's a kid,
and I have nothing against Allie, because Allie, she still has all of her kids. She takes good care of her kids. I mean, at least she's trying. I think she is trying. And
she doesn't have custody of her kids, does she? Her grandma does. Sherry has custody of Allie's sister's kids, or did,
right,
until she got that abuse of a child under 8. But
and Allie has custody of her own children, because the grandmother don't live with Allie. Grandma lives somewhere else, and Allie lives in that house with her children, and she gets that house at the price she does because she has them children.
Yeah.
So she has to have custody of her own kids in order to get all of that.
Oh, Cassandra did have custody of them at one time.
At one time, she might have. I mean, but as parents, a lot of parents mess up. I mean,
Right.
you know, don't
Yeah.
make you a
But
bad
Allie
parent
Allie
because
does.
you know, made a wrong decision somewhere.
Yeah, Allie does have her kids back. You know,
Right.
she does. But
But
now
what
what's
I'm
going?
saying is, Allie has a good family that sticks together. When somebody, I mean, they do take each other's children in, they watch over one another. They seem like a pretty decent family. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and knock Allie, just like a lot of people knocked me for wanting to put a new phone in Hunter's hand. And, he's a child. He got pulled into a bad situation, the wrong place at the wrong time, right? And his phone gets took for good, and theirs get returned, and and they sniggering and laughing at Hunter and being so rude and crude and mean about Hunter. And I mean, I sit there and listen to Don and Candace really insult the hell out of Hunter and his family and everything else, because they came out on him. And speaking the truth upon the wells. And it was bad. It was really bad. And I felt, and even laughed that he got his phone took and not gave him back and everything else. And yes, if I could help that boy, I would. To get another phone, yes, I would. And I'm so sorry that he got put through the hell that he did. Absolutely.
Hmm.
No
I
child deserves
JDTC
that.
is, oh, that's John Davis True Crime.
uh,
JDTC.
is he in here tonight?
I hope not. He did that whole Candace is pregnant thing. I don't know why he started that up again. That really
Um,
disappointed me.
yeah, John Davis was talking with Andrew, and Allie won't even let Hunter talk to Andrew. Because he's just too mean to him.
Well,
And and
he didn't have
and
anything to do with him until this, so
right. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her or Hunter for anything that they're doing right now.
Well, just in my alleged comment, he's a
Allie won't even come up on panel. She wants to come up here and support Summer, but she won't come up here to support Summer right now because she's just getting. People are so mean. They're
oh,
so mean, and I'm telling you, if her family had nothing to do with nothing except you know getting mixed up with the Wells, like a whole lot of people did, like Dudley did, like Benny did, like I did, like so many people did. And you know
wait, everybody's saying that that's Cassandra's house, not Allie's, in the chat.
no,
no,
Allie
it's not.
lives in a low income
um
housing.
grandma the old grandma goes home. She goes home. She comes there every day and she goes home every evening. She does not live there.
No,
She does not live with
she
Allie.
lives in a
Allie's
low
children
income
live with Allie,
housing.
but the grandmother does not live there.
Hmm.
Because I had to call Allie after the grandma goes home for Allie to be able to talk, so grandma doesn't jump onto her for talking. Grandma does not want Allie or Hunter or none of them speaking to nobody out here.
Well, she's
She
the
just
smart
she
one
just
then.
thinks that they should, you know, um, this case is too stressful for everyone,
Oh,
and most people
it
just want,
is.
and the people close like Allie and them, they're just trying to get away from it. To be totally honest, just like Dudley. I
Well,
mean, these
Peachy, can I?
people's names, their reputation, everything has been destroyed. The Wells have put so much hate upon all these people that it's scary. It's scary. It's scary to see how many people will hate on other people for the Wells when they know for a fact that the odds are 99.9% that the Wells are the ones guilty of everything. but nobody wants to put the pressure upon them. And that is my opinion, but it's truth, right?
Well, can I have an opinion?
Sure.
So, in my opinion, 99.9% of all those people that were on that hill, the friends, any family members, failed Summer and those boys.
I'm going to tell you who failed those boys. It wasn't Allie. It wasn't um, Jody Sue. It wasn't the neighbors down the street. Who failed those boys was Child Protective Services that had ongoing cases up there for years and refused to do their damn job. This freaking system failed those children. Allie should have never allowed the children up on the hill knowing how they treated their own kids. And she should have never allowed him to go with a grown woman anywhere. Um, I absolutely agree always, L8. I agree. If the boys wasn't with her, I wouldn't have let Hunter go. Yes, that's true. Um, you know,
I, oh, I know. There's, I know. We all have, we
Allie
all
called
think.
Child Protective Services on Candace and them, and her mom called, and her friend called, and the lady down the road called, and I
But
know of at
they
least
only had a case on Summer though, not the boys.
Jody Sue didn't ever call, but that I know of. That I know of. But what I'm saying is a lot of people did. A lot of people did. And child services done nothing because why? Donald had a job. They act like, people just hated them. They gave Child Protection Services the same damn sad song they gave all of us. And did you see how many people was believing their bullshit and feeling sad for them? I mean, even I was one. There you go.
Well, I'm most certain. I mean, like, I hope they put an investigation on child services to find out why. I mean, why did this happen?
Yeah, I truly
Because
believe it.
somebody's responsible.
When the state screws up,
Somebody's responsible.
it's okay. It's okay. They bury that shit under the rug, right? Our bucket list has holes. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, PG, for always bringing us the truth. Much love. Much love to you. I am so grateful. I appreciate that, sweetie. God bless.
It's very, very nice.
Yes, that was sweet. But you're right, Wisconsin Mama. I totally 100% agree with you. Our system needs to be totally and utterly reamped, right?
Right.
It does. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, but look at all the YouTubers calling CPS on each other. I mean, they already have enough to do. They don't need all this fake stuff. And I know a lot of that goes on because I know other people that have had that happen.
Right.
I know a YouTuber that
really
had the
bad.
cops and CPS show up at her house.
That's bad. I mean, come on.
YouTubers, YouTubers are nothing but we the people, right? Doctors, lawyers, the rich men, poor men, Indian chiefs. We're nothing but we the people. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all want to give into the flesh, right? I mean, we all want to say we don't get mad, we get even, right? And that's given into the flesh and it's doing what's wrong. And we know that two wrongs don't make a right. But sometimes, when you're upset and you're pissed off, that ain't what you're thinking of. And with YouTubers just being human beings, there's going to be confliction between us, right? Absolutely. I got the grands here, but I want to pop in and say hi to my beautiful internet family. All bucket holes has our bucket list has holes. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. God bless you. Absolutely. And hug those grands for me. Um, I can't wait till one day I get to be a grandma, right?
Yeah,
Can't wait for that.
it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
I thought you were a grandma. That's the word on the street.
She's not a grandma.
They said you have your grandkids living with you.
What?
I just read that yesterday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I ain't got no grandkids living with me unless they're my daughter's doll babies. And then, yeah, I got a hell of a lot of grandkids, damn, more than I want. And more than I want. And let me tell you something. I don't like half of their haircuts.
Oh my goodness. And
Matter of fact,
Oh,
matter of
be
fact,
like, did
Barbie,
your mom
trust
find
me. I
I
what?
don't
think
believe anything I hear, Barbie.
I think Monday I better call child services on my daughter.
Yeah.
You should
Did
see.
she give her baby doll a bowl haircut?
She give them haircuts, man. A bowl. That would be
The
beautiful.
bowl?
That would be beautiful.
Hmm.
Some of them got a chunk taken out here and there.
Hmm.
I need I need to give her a pair of clippers and tell her that she needs to cut that all off and let it grow back out, right?
Right.
I know
Right.
I'm crazy. That
She
I
be
don't
trying to
believe anything I hear.
pull a Candace. Anyway, yeah, how long did Rose's reward fund last? You said it was still there?
Well, yeah, because it was from a rummage sale, so it wasn't like this where people donate money. Usually the reward lasts until the um statute of limitations expires on whatever crime they're trying to solve, but there isn't really a crime here, so but I mean, you can't just when people donate to something, you can't just
Well, there's a big difference
donate it
between
to something else.
there's
That's
a
why
big
they're
difference
sending it to the
between
court.
there's a big difference between 2,000 and 200,000
Oh,
too, or 100,000, damn near. So yeah, there's a big difference, and but I think that if they take Summer's reward fund away, I think that we should get another one. I think we, the creators, should all come together and build a new one.
I
And
think you're just
this
asking
one, and
for
no
trouble.
stipulations on this one. This one does not ever run out for at least 20 years. And then that money goes like a trust fund to the boys, to her family for restitution if she ain't found in 20 years.
Look at what
That's my
happened to the
personal
people
belief.
that started the last one, though. You're just asking for trouble. I mean,
I know I'm not, because it would go into, we wouldn't take up private donations. We would put the link in for the bank where that reward fund goes for her. There would not ever touch any of our hands.
isn't that
No.
what they did with the Civis Bank? People
No,
donated directly to that. I know they did. They sent their checks there.
but a lot didn't. A lot was sending the money directly to the creators, and that's where all hell broke loose, right?
Huh.
And I think the most hell broke loose over the billboards. It wasn't over the reward
Yeah.
fund. It was over the billboards that really broke loose. I mean, the reward fund, I think, did have a little kink here and there, but nothing like the billboard fund. The billboard funds was the ones that really got people going.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't even really pay attention to that. So,
But, I think that another one could be set up. And this time it don't run out. I mean, what I'm saying is if you give, you gave permanently.
Yeah, that's, I mean, I'm not saying it can't be done, but man, I mean, look what I went through talking to an attorney to just try to even get a trust fund
Well,
set up for the
you
boys. That was
couldn't,
like a
but
pain.
you couldn't, but Donald could,
Yeah,
and
Donald could.
Donald and Candace could sign off on a new reward fund that would, you know, be there for 20 years, and then it would go to the boys if Summer hasn't been found after 20 years. It would go to the
Well,
son.
if you're transparent and say that in the beginning, then yeah, that can happen.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
So, and if they were willing to do that, then I'm sure every creator would be willing to, put up a name of the bank and start it rolling in. I know I would.
Right. But the thing
You know.
is that we would have to have an attorney drop papers and then contact Don
Right.
or Don's attorney.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I would never contribute to a marathon. I mean, I would contribute to something straight, like, but I wouldn't do a marathon with it. I wouldn't.
No, it would be like the first reward fund. It would
Right.
just be, through probably Civics Bank again, only this time it wouldn't ever run out. It would be there forever. You know what
Oh,
I'm
there's
saying?
there's a Barbie in Chatterite. She's in the back chat calling me a stupid bitch.
I don't think that's the same Barbie. It's Barbie's
It
been
ain't
here.
our Barbie. Our Barbie wouldn't do that.
Our Barbie's
She
been
just
here.
said in the chat I needed to leave.
That Lisa, that back chat is nasty people. It's not people that are in the chat.
No, I
don't know
know,
how
but
to-
she's in the chat saying I need to leave.
It's a different Barbie. Just like you should have seen it. I was
Two
up on.
Barbies hate me.
Yeah, I guess so. You're no doll.
Barbie says you're too bossy, too nosy. Yeah, I guess she don't like you very much. That's true.
Where's that?
In the chat, right there.
Yeah, it's the same one
Oh.
that's in the back chat.
Too bossy, too nosy. I am.
I don't look in the back chat too often because
Oh,
it's usually that stalker
yeah.
running
Trolls
around back
in
there.
there.
So I
Did you
don't
know
really,
that?
unless someone tells me to go look. I usually if it's one of our family members, they'll say, "PG, look in the back chat," and then I will because they put something back there. But if somebody don't tell me to look back there, then I absolutely don't.
Right. I remember when I was up on panel and somebody, I don't know, had my name in the back chat. And I mean, I was reading it. It's like, I'm not that nasty of a person. I would never say anything like that to PG. It wasn't me.
No,
It was, yeah, that's why I don't even go to the back chat.
It's usually just sewage.
Ronald Wilson
anyway.
just a Barbie girl, just a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yeah, Katie, you says there are actually 2 Barbies in chat here. There's 2 of them.
We got 2 in chat and 1 in the back.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's okay, girls. Take a deep breath. We'll be okay tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not this Barbie.
We over here
Lisa.
we are built with steel toe boots.
Yeah.
Lisa, you're lucky it's not Ken.
Yeah,
Plastic is fantastic.
Gee, grandma. I tell you what, when I become a grandma, I'm going to be like the one on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah,
Holding my
definitely.
shotgun, sitting in my rocking chair.
Oh,
All my grandkids are going to have to own a truck.
yeah. It's okay, Barbie. We know the real you. Okay? It's okay. We got this, girls. Yeah. Let's get back to summer. Barbie, take off with Ken. The other Barbie in the back chat. Oh, man. It's a marathon. People now trying to get that money back, which is why this is going to court.
Yeah, I wish we could all, oh my gosh, some of the
I don't
things
know
I
why
got
they
to
put.
look at.
Why did they put the 6-month limit on it at the beginning? Anyway,
We got the old,
I don't know, Lisa.
who I believe might be Benny milking himself again.
Mm.
Got to fill his own bottle tonight, right?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It is true though. That is a good question, Lisa. Why did they only put a 6 months on it? Did they feel confident enough that they would find Summer in 6 months?
I don't know who
I
set that
appreciate
up
that,
in the first
Barbie.
place.
That's so sweet. I follow Summer's
Yeah.
case in PG from day one.
Yeah.
Oh, I so appreciate that. Over here, we are 100% Summer. God bless her. We are definitely, Summer is our topic. Our goal is to find her, bring her home, and get justice, right? And we're going to
Right.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who set
Yes,
up
money
that?
was sent to the creators during the marathon. Yeah. You don't ever, no creator should ever let the money touch their hands.
No.
Absolutely not ever touch their hands. If
Remember
someone
when
sends it to you, you should immediately send it back and say how much you appreciate them trusting you, but you would much rather them take that money and put it and give them where to send it. And I'm sure they will, you know?
Yeah.
Remember
Hey,
when
can I say something real quick?
yeah.
Hey, Erica, you know this is open panel up here, and if you'd like to say something about Lisa, then come on up and panel and say it to her face. Don't sit down in the chat and write all kinds of bad things about her. You have a right to say what you want to say. Come say it to her face.
What's she saying?
Oh, all kinds of shit about me.
Yes, she does have a right to her opinion. But if you're going to be nasty about it, then come on
Yeah,
up and say something
over
to her.
here is
Please
America.
be respectful.
And when you come here, you've got to realize that, you know, this is America where everybody has the freedom of speech. You know, they have the right to feel however they feel. And, you know, and I respect that. I mean, we all have to respect. They say some people come in and say a lot of ugly things about PG. Got to respect it, you know. I mean, if that's their feelings, then it is what it is. And, you know, but I don't time people out or block them or anything unless they're extremely bad, you know. But if they're just giving their opinion, then even I have to, you know, if they're talking about me, I got to suck it up, right?
Well,
Nobody talks bad about you.
no, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
Erica,
they
you
do.
don't have to go. I'm
Oh
just
yes,
asking
they
you to be
do.
respectful.
They talk. There's yeah. You know, I had one recently. They came in and, you know, I thought was a good friend and everything, to find out that, you know, it's a foe. And, you know, that it's disheartening, it's heartbreaking, but, you know, there's a season for everything, right? Some people come into your life for different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, they come
Oh,
into your
yeah.
life for different reasons, and some to, you know, that you learn. Everybody comes into your life, you learn something from, right? You get a lesson out of it. But there's some that come into your life, for a season, some for a reason, and others to stay. And that just happened to be for a reason, I guess. Um,
And then when you find their true colors, then you know the reason is why you left them.
right,
I'm just saying,
right.
You know,
But
I
it's sad that people can't be as true to you as they act, in your face. Um, I hate two faced people. I can't lie. I hate two faced people. I hate people that you know speak kind in your face and everything, and then stick you in the back when you're not around. Or um, I don't know.
Yeah, I hate that too. I just usually won't. I don't say anything behind your back I wouldn't say to your face.
Absolutely, and that's the way I am as well. You
well,
know,
it's called a life
I
lesson.
treat everybody with the love and kindness that I want to be treated with until they give me reason not to. That's just who I am. Some people come into
Honestly,
your life to be a blessing. Others are a blessing when they go. Amen.
there you
Gee
have it.
Louise, that
There
is
you have it.
absolutely right.
And
I could
honestly,
not have
I'm
said
like,
that better myself. You
not
got
to be
that
a
right.
not to be a mean person, but I mean, I've grown old enough where if I don't like you, you're gonna know it.
Right.
I'm just not.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
me too. I can't fake. I can't fake it.
No, I
You
can't.
know,
I
I
can't.
appreciate Cam. Cam was in another creator's channel last night, and so was Justice for All. They were over at another creator's last night, and Cam, this creator, I don't like. I don't care for at all. Um, I just put it out there, Doug, and I don't like him. Absolutely not. He's a woman hater, and
I'm not
very
going to say
mean
what
human
creator,
being.
Doug.
His channel is nothing more than a cesspool. I'm just going to put that out there. And I don't go around in cesspools with anyone. But anyhow, um, Cam was there, and Doug wanted to try to make fun of PG as he usually does. And Cam said
Today?
last night, and Cam said he was not partaking in it at all.
Right.
That he's trying
Right.
to make good with everyone, and I so appreciate what Cam done. God
Yes.
bless him. That was the
Yes.
Lord with him, and he packed Jesus with him in there, and he walked out with Jesus, and that's a good thing. I was glad to see that. But Justice for All was in the chat,
Yeah.
and he did not go in with Jesus, obviously, and he sure to hell didn't come out with him because he was in there aiding and abetting Doug's evilness, saying that it was okay, that whatever Doug was saying about me, that he was absolutely right. And it was very mean. It was, disrespectful. But
Justin did
Justice
that?
for All was going along with it. And, because Justice is a snake. He's a snake. I'm going to put
I
it
think.
out there. That guy
Yeah, I
is a
think so
snake.
too.
He came over here trying to act like my friend and everything to, get to know your chat, to try to lure you. All he came over here for was to try to steal your people away into his own chat. And I knew that from day one. And I pretty much assumed he was a damn snake. He looks like one. But, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, I was right, right? I was absolutely right. My first impressions of him was right, as they usually are. But I wanted to give him enough rope to take care of himself, without me. Everybody saying, oh, PG said, no, PG is a very good person. That man is the one that isn't good. And yes, I have blocked him. He is not welcomed on this channel ever again. Absolutely not.
I
I
didn't know
want nothing
that.
to do with
I didn't know
Justice
that
for All.
either. I figured that you two would have worked it out.
Nope, absolutely not. And it will not be worked out. No way,
Okay.
form, or how. I don't mess with people like him because there's no good in it. None. He's out for himself and the dollar. He don't even care about Summer. They even made a statement that ICU made a statement, which I think he lives with her because if you look in the background when they were doing a live, it's the same background behind them, both. But she came out, probably his mother, but she came out and said, made a statement to, and now this ain't quote because, this is, I'm going to try to get as close to the statement as I can. But if indeed Jose had anything to do with what happened to Summer, then this case is dead. No, this case is not dead, because if Jose did something to Summer, then somebody else knows something about it and they could come forth, right? This is about Summer, not freaking Jose. I'm sorry, he's passed away, or if he hasn't passed away, I don't know. Maybe they said he passed away just to get away from justice, right? I don't know. The guy's a little creepy, but
it could be one of those situations where the rumor mill, I mean, it could be that somebody told Justice that he passed away to get him out of the picture. You know what I mean?
Oh, Spidey, I appreciate that. Super chat.
Oh, wow.
Gee, salute, 100%. Blocked him. Amen.
Well, that was nice.
Absolutely. That's what he got. Blocked.
Well, and the way I look at it is, everybody has an opinion, and that's your opinion, and and
it is my opinion, and I don't
on,
stop anyone here. This is America.
You're gonna
I don't stop anyone from their feelings or anything. Right. And if they want to, like I said, if you can go anywhere you want to go, any other creators, and you are always welcomed here. Always welcomed here. I don't tell people you won't be blocked or timed out or anything or talk too badly. I don't control no one else. I can only control myself. And, God bless. God bless. Everybody don't have to, feel like PG feels. I'm just saying the guy's a snake. He is. That's the truth. I tell 100% truth. There's nothing in it. And Jose was on his channel talking about how he would kidnap Summer. And he takes up for Jose. Don't say that. Don't say that. Well, you should have let him keep talking. You should have let him keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't. He stomped him. And I have that to prove. I will pull that up.
Wait, Barbie, I didn't call you plastic. I was reading someone's comment. I'm not even sure they were talking about you. That wasn't me. I didn't say that.
No, nobody called you plastic.
I know the feeling of having guilt, that you were sick during a time where you feel you could have done more. But believe me, if we could have done more, we would have done more. But we just couldn't at the time because we weren't well enough.
That's true.
If everything.
Now, look at Jose. Look at Jose. Does he look like he's truly 100% sorry that this little girl's missing? If you ask me, he's putting on an act. Because he's getting paid. Justice for All was sending Jose a lot of money. I know a lot more about what was going on there than most. I'm not going to.
He sent him all that information too, all those tapes.
He did. He told
the stuff to study. Yeah,
he did. He told him all the stuff to study. He was sending him money, buying him shoes. There's a lot going on behind the scenes we don't know. And I heard the family even possibly might be suing him because they feel he's the one that provided Jose with the cash that caused what happened to happen. I don't know. That's just word in the grapevine. That's just word in the grapevine. Allegedly, this is what's being said.
Didn't Chris M? He was the one that had the fundraiser for him, didn't he?
I can't speak on Chris M because I ain't that upset with him right now, but I am talking about this one. And as for Jose, he does not look, he's just playing a part here. And I don't like that as well. But listen to what he says.
We could give. And I understand it completely.
She's absolutely right. Because that's how I felt, Now that I'm getting better, that's exactly how I felt.
It is what
exactly
it is.
What I feel, like if I would have been the way I am now, trust me.
You would have picked up a phone call in a second.
Man, believe it. I
grapples with
I
their
probably would have argued
Exactly.
with the cops like either
Exactly.
you gonna take these kids out of here or I'm
Exactly.
gonna kidnap them and you could arrest me for kidnapping and
Don't
then
say
have
that.
them take them. Yeah,
You hear what he said?
Yeah.
You hear what he
Kidnapping.
said? I'm going to tell you something. Now, a normal person would have said, I would have told those cops, you better take them or I am going to put more pressure. I'm going to call I'm going to go up the chain of law. I'm going to call whoever I got to call and get what needs to be done, got done. These kids need to be removed, right? I'm going to raise a lot of hell if you don't do your job and get it done right. But no, does he say that? Absolutely not. He puts it upon himself like he has authority, just like he thought he had authority to take over Donald's household. He thinks he had authority to just take these children away, right? Now, if he was truly up there, as Dudley said, the weekend before Summer came up missing, who's to say he didn't have something to do with something, right? But Justice, listen to what Justice says.
Oh,
Jose, for God's sakes, retract
say
that. I don't
okay.
want
Well, you know,
Yeah, don't say that.
yeah.
yeah.
No, but I
Well,
get the idea what you're saying.
You know,
But
whereas,
if
you know,
yeah.
any
go
way
there,
to get them out of that house, I would have did it.
I know.
Did you hear Justice and them saying, don't say it, don't say it?
Yeah.
For God's sake, don't say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They was 80. No, let him keep going. Please let him keep going. I appreciate that. Salute to your mods, Ronald Wilson, 100%. Oh, God bless. God bless.
That
I
was
am so
nice,
grateful.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Who's the woman talking in the middle? That
Oh hell,
is
I don't even know.
Well, it
Oh,
sounds like
that's
she
from-
was talking.
I don't
and
even know.
answering.
And even she's telling him, telling him, trying to protect him on. No, let them talk, man, because we're not here to protect suspects. We are here to get all the information we can out of them, right?
Well, yeah, but
We're not here to tell them to shut up, damn it. We're here to say, keep talking.
yeah, but when you do an interview, am I wrong or am I right? When you interview somebody, you ask them the question and you let them answer. You don't
Amen.
feed the answer to them.
No, you let them answer. And Summer's the victim. Summer's the one that is missing and needs our help. No one else. And we don't need to be trying to protect anyone. We need to be finding this baby and bringing her home.
Yeah.
That's what we need to be doing. But they're out for the click, likes, and views, just, and all the money and everything. And they don't give a damn about getting to the truth or letting these suckers talk and get to where we need to be and finding this child. And that's the problem we've had the whole damn time. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
and that pisses me off.
Last night in the interview you did, they said that Jose was up there the week before Summer came up missing.
No, the weekend that she came up missing on the 15th, which was a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be there Saturday and Sunday because Donald didn't go to work Saturday and Sunday. He told Dudley that he can't come to work because Grandis had Jose up there and he wasn't coming to work with Jose being on his land. So he took Saturday and Sunday off. And then Monday, him and that's the day that Dudley went up there, parked his car, and went to work with Donald. Also the day that Dudley ended up fired as well. But Jose was supposedly up there with Grandis, partying in the trailer for 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. That Donald would not go to work. And it was that Saturday that Dudley and his wife went to the job site and worked instead.
Sway, that's a pretty good comment. Sway says, I honestly think Jose was the one H was talking to at Warriors Park the day Summer went missing.
Right. I'm wondering too. That's what I'm wondering about.
What? Jose wasn't there then.
He could have been. He absolutely could have been still there because he was there Saturday and Sunday. He could have still been there. It depends on when Grandis got him out of there, and they might not have wanted to talk about him being there. Who knows?
I
And
don't.
look how fast he came up. If he truly is no longer with us, he came up dead pretty fast, right? I mean, he comes out.
I'm
He comes
just.
out talking on somebody's lives, and the next thing you know, he's gone. And what's the quickest way to shut someone up that may have some information? Especially through. I mean, everybody knows if a drug head has information you don't want them spreading, all you got to do is give them something to no longer have it spreading, right?
Yeah, but he was in California. Who's going to go out there and get him?
We don't know the cause of death for Jose.
But we
No.
don't.
But from what I understand, it was an overdose. I mean, that's what's in the grapevine. Allegedly, it's supposed to be overdose.
Supposedly his family said it wasn't. Oh no, his family said it wasn't suicide. Yeah.
Right.
I think it was an overdose. Yeah. He was in a homeless shelter in California. I guess that's what Chris said.
It supposedly
What I
was.
want to know is
It
how did
supposedly was an overdose.
how did Chasey know what morgue to call?
I think we're all being played.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Yeah, I think so.
What I'm saying is there's no way for anyone outside of the family to get a death certificate. So therefore,
Right.
Chris M or Justice or none of them could have gotten a hold of a death certificate. They're going by word of mouth. And I didn't even see an obituary. I seen nothing. I mean,
No.
and if any other creator would have been spreading this, they would have wanted receipts. And if you couldn't prove receipts, then they would have said, well, Jose's still with us, right?
Well, why can't they say his last name?
We'd be able to get the autopsy report if we knew where to look. I could get that. If there was an autopsy, and I'm sure there was.
As far as I know, Chris M has not ever came out talking about, he didn't show no death certificate or anything. Matter of fact, I ain't even heard Chris M talk about anything about.
I think he talked about it when he was on.
Other than just talking about hearing it, I haven't heard him say he was going to prove it.
Right, but I think only the family.
Justice is the one running around acting like somebody's going to prove it, and he didn't prove anything.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
He would have to get a death certificate from the family.
So far, it's all been bullshit.
Well, the autopsy report would have the cause of death on it, and anybody can get that. That's
but what's his last name? What's his last name?
His last name is Roman, but I think Jose is his middle name.
Well, do some.
Well, he's got that record in New York. I found that.
Well, Lisa, see if you can find his death certificate or something.
Yeah, okay. I'll look.
Yeah. It would be nice if you could to see if you can get a hold of any of that for us. I would surely appreciate it as well.
Okay. San Diego? Okay, I'll look. I'll look there.
Yeah, I heard he was in California. I heard he was in Alaska. I mean,
yes, Chris M said he was found in a tent dead in San Diego. And Justin's running around trying to say he was in Puerto Rico.
Well, for a homeless man, he sure got around, didn't he?
He's got around all the time. And then Justin wanted to act like he didn't have a car to get around. Come on, please. I mean, he was just making shit up as it went, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
Definitely.
He was basically just cock blocking everything to, because he didn't want to be wrong. That's the problem.
So, Lisa, could you explain to Spivey how you can gain access to a personal autopsy report?
Those are public record.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of what was that that influencer there whose she was found naked on a dead end road, and when they went to arrest her boyfriend, he committed suicide, or her husband. What was her
Right.
name? Alessia or whatever. We were following that all along and following the coroner's thing. And then it told when the autopsy was done and when the body was released. You can
Right.
get all that information.
Exactly. And we appreciate you going to look into this for us. Absolutely.
Yeah, because everybody's looked for an obituary, and
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think anybody's got the money to pay for an obituary for him.
well, I don't think so either. Being that
We
they
just buried my mom, and it was like $300 for each paper. I mean, nobody's going to pay that.
right.
Well,
It's
everyone was willing to put a cash app up for the family to do whatever was needed in Jose's name. And somehow the family pulled out, or justice pulled out, basically. Justice for all.
Yeah, yeah. It's true that
Yeah, and then he came in and said somebody came in the last second and paid it everything in full. That don't sound right either.
no, this whole it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Something just isn't right about this.
Yeah, it sounds like a John Q guy. Yeah, at first I didn't believe it was him as well. I really didn't.
So, Lisa, there's a few questions in the chat for you because you do come up with a lot of information, and the people want to know how you do this. So, Katie, you wants to know. So, what does Lisa do to be able
Yeah,
to
I
look at
caught
all
so
this?
much hell for trying to get Hunter a phone, right? Just to try to get this boy a phone back in his hands that he didn't have to be embarrassed of. And I caught all kinds of hell. But yes, absolutely. They, Jose pops up and they, pour the money out, right? Absolutely. And, and that should be okay, right? That should be okay. And when somebody else tries to do a good deed for a 15-year-old child, you get hell. But, they're trying to do something for a suspect that supposedly was up and around there, and they shouldn't catch no hell at all. My understanding is Jose's body has not been released due to lack of funds. This could be a hold on the obituary, and that's if the family does want the obituary.
Well, that'll be online too
Justice
if
for all
if
said
I
that
know where to
somebody
look.
came forth all at once and gave $8,000, from my
Yeah,
understanding.
for him to be cremated and sent back to
Yeah.
his home. I don't know, but if I can find where he was held, then I can see if his body's been released too.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Oh yeah, you have to find.
Yeah, that's the 8,000. That's that was word in the grapevine.
They probably have them like at the county morgue.
The general public does not have access to a the personal autopsy reports. Lisa K said they do.
She says, I have full education in this topic, and I know that no other the person listed as family in the death certificate has access to the autopsy report.
Nobody else can get a death certificate, right? You can get a notice of death and you can get the autopsy report. I've seen autopsy reports.
Once the final autopsy report is released based on the laws of that state, it may be accessible to the general public. Okay. Okay.
No, well, Fox didn't dox PG. That's not her name.
No, I was just sitting here laughing about it.
Is that why you're laughing?
I
That's
seen
kinda
it.
like
I seen it and started sniggering, but I didn't want to say nothing. I was like, oh, whatever.
dox someone if you don't know their name.
Well, I just have to tell her thank you for the laugh tonight. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm.
I don't know. All I got to say is God bless Donald. That
Yeah,
guy,
right.
he's a trip.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way, girls. Let's just put it out there like this. If Lisa is able to find it, then let's just go with it. If she can't find it, then we'll figure out another way to do it.
Right.
I'll have to
Absolutely.
look. I'll start in San Diego and see what I can find. The problem is there's so little verifiable information about anything
Yeah,
to do with
and
that.
well, Justin was trying to say he sent it all to the creators and stuff. He didn't send nothing to me, and I don't think he sent anything to Cracking Cases, and I don't think he sent anything to anyone else that I know of. So
Damn truth says there is no autopsy report because it's just another fake lie.
yeah,
Could be.
that's probably truth.
Yeah.
That's probably the truth. I think the guy faked his death because Justin was catching too many feelings. He had to get out while he could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, definitely. Mm.
Jose, he even bought him the shoes to run in, right?
Right. I mean, come on. The only reason he went to dig him up and buy him all that stuff was for a story. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah,
that got him on the map.
Yeah, but I think he was trying to get a lot more in the story out of it.
Oh, PG.
He was falling apart, right? I mean, after after I brought a couple of things out, he had to go do his own live, open up like in the middle of the night. There's something wrong with that picture, man.
White Little Baby wants to know if you can play that video again, please.
Which one?
With Jose, I think Injustice.
No problem. There's my disclaimer because this is definitely.
I know the feeling of having guilt that you were sick during a time where you feel you could have done more, but believe me, if we could have done more, we would have done more. But we just couldn't at the time because we weren't well enough.
That's true.
Gave everything we could give.
She means hindsight's better than foresight, right? That's pretty much what it's saying.
And I understand it completely.
She's absolutely right, because that's how I felt, Now that I'm getting better, that's exactly how I felt.
It is what
exactly
it is.
what I feel, like if.
What? He's feeling better now? He's feeling better about what? What is he feeling better about? Trying to take over somebody else's household instead of, taking care of his own? Being selfish, being a selfish human being that don't want to get out there and do what it takes to take care of your own children. He's got children of his own he should have been taking care of. He had no business being at the wells to begin with. Right? So, and he's getting better. No, you're not getting better. You still are selfish and not doing what you need to be doing to take care of no one but you.
And
move it on.
He's too mentally unstable to be by his own kids, but yet he's staying with the Wells.
Exactly.
That didn't make any sense.
No, not at all.
I would have been the way I am now. Oh, trust me.
You would have picked up a phone call in a second.
Oh man, believe it. I probably would have argued with the cops like either you gonna take these kids out of here or I'm gonna kidnap them and you could arrest me for kidnapping and
don't say that.
You hear him? Don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay,
Let that
he
man
said
talk.
he said
Let
he
that
was going
man.
to kidnap
See,
them.
did you see how he came to his rescue?
Yeah.
Who does that?
You're all
Jose, for God's sakes, retract
say
that. I don't
okay.
want
Well, you know,
Yeah,
Oh,
don't say
no,
that.
yeah,
no.
yeah.
No, but I
Well,
get the idea what you're saying.
You
I
know,
mean,
whereas,
if
you know,
yeah.
any
Jose,
way to get them out of that house, I would have did it.
I know.
There, he would have did it any way
So-
to get them out of that house. He would have did it.
Are you
There you
girls
go.
in the chat saying that this was Photoshop?
Hmm?
One person is.
Fake head on the body. I see it too.
Well, we've seen him enough on video that we know there's really Jose. Sounds like him to me.
It
Damn
sounds
true.
like him.
Damn True says this is not Jose. It's a fake.
John Q. Hello, John Q. Anyway, yeah.
Uh,
It's supposed to be John Q that's there. It's not Jose. He's got a Jose mask upon him.
well, Sway
I
says
don't
that
believe that.
Tina fake being Candace as well too.
Oh, she tried,
Yeah.
but she wasn't showing herself. That was just a voice. No, I truly believe, I truly believe that is Jose. And I truly believe he was up there. I see no reason for Dudley to lie. Absolutely. The man ain't got nothing to win or lose on that one. I mean, it would just be stupid. It's stupid.
I don't know. This whole thing.
I think Dudley lied, but that's just me.
Right. Right.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is justice for all well rehearsed this man. And then
definitely did.
and then stepped in, didn't only coach him, but then stepped in to aid and abetting when we needed to hear what he had to say, right? I don't like that. I don't like that at all, because you know what? This is about Summer. It's all about Summer. 100% about Summer. We are looking to bring her home. This isn't about protecting a suspect. And you see how angry he got, and that's why, everything blew up the way it did over here. It's because, he's still very adamant on protecting a suspect's ass. Well, I'm not. I'm not.
It says
I'm not out to protect anybody's ass. Not Candace, Grandis, Donald Wells, not Jody Sue, Andy, their kids. I'm not out to protect Allie or any of them. I just call it the way I see it. And if you're a suspect, you're a suspect, right? I mean,
and our
these are all players, and what went down on 110 Ben Hill Road, and they all have to be taken into consideration. Every last one of them, because this is about a 5-year-old missing little girl that needs to be brought home. Yes, I know she's 6 now, but in my mind, she's still 5 because we have not found her.
Oh, yeah. Benny tried to pay to get Don's birth certificate. I remember that.
Right.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Man, am I behind on times here or what?
So I've heard Candace has a suitcase there in the house.
No, absolutely not, Dirtmouth. Cam was supposed to send me a copy of that contract. I did not ever receive it. No one's going to send you a copy of that because they know what it says, right? I mean, I pretty much know what it says too. But what I'm saying is, they're not going to send you a copy of it. It is what it is.
What contract is that?
The Wells contract that Tim Mullins made up and
Oh, the non-disclosure agreement?
yeah, having everybody sign it.
Oh.
Who would come up with something like that?
Somebody that don't want you talking about their daughter unless you run it by them and they okay it before you do.
That is like
That's
the first
who.
I've ever heard of anything like that.
I don't know. I
I'm
thought
sorry,
that was-
Lisa. You was talking something about Candace's suitcase?
Oh, yeah. I heard she has a suitcase there in the house that has all the birth certificates, all the deeds, all the paperwork from the house and the land and like all of her important papers in it. I'm surprised Benny didn't take it to Office
Texas.
Depot and copy it.
Yeah. Sorry, Candace, I got the wrong suitcase. I'll have to send it back to you. That would have been funny as hell.
Or he could just fake it like he does his other stuff. I don't know if that receipt from what they took from the house was real or not. Penny supposedly got that from some contact in law enforcement. I don't know. Do you think that was real?
I don't know.
Brown
beer. Jose didn't send Justice that. He sent it to Chris M. He sent Chris M all of his information, including his social security number, which he's homeless. So, like, Chris M wouldn't know where he is then or any other time.
Yeah, but you can't go. I mean, like, I think this guy probably trusted somebody with that information. You can't just go give it to another person.
Right.
What's the matter with people?
True.
I'm over it.
I don't think Chris would have shared that with. I don't think he would have shared that with Justice at all. I mean, I don't know, but I would hope not. It's crazy if he did, but I don't know.
Well, as far as I know, just through the.
Oh, you're welcome, Brown Bear.
I hear that Grandis is still in Illinois, and
she is. She's going to be moving though, so she'll.
Yeah, I do got a picture of Benny with that suitcase.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, Candace is with him as well. Absolutely.
She's chasing him down. Give it back. Give it back.
Give it back. Give it back. He looked so happy.
Yeah.
He absolutely looked happy.
Well, now he looks like he stuck his finger in a light socket.
Yeah.
Those curls. Those curls. I'll tell you. I can't even think of it.
Tim Mullins give him a perm. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So Candace, as far as I know, is still down south. Lisa?
As far as I know, she's still with TJ.
Yeah.
TJ came out on somebody's video and admitted that Candace was with her, but she got arrested for drugs not too long ago, so I don't know. But last I heard, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Candace was still there. And
Grandis is in Wisconsin.
She's
in Illinois now.
Yeah,
she's been in Illinois.
Yeah, she's with.
She's at her sister's. That's Linda's. That's her closest friend. She's the one that goes to all the craft fairs with her and sells all her jewelry.
Grandis is
not so much anymore, Lisa.
That moves around a
not
lot.
So much anymore. No.
She said that's how she's going to make her living when she moves to Alabama or whatever.
Well, she won't be with Linda.
No,
the family has cut her off from talking to her completely.
No, we're talking about a different Linda, her sister.
Oh, her sister Linda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just put it out there right now, anyways. Um,
Please do. Please do.
well, it's this gal that she grew up with up here. Her best friend got completely cut off. So Grandis's sister in Illinois will not let her talk. I don't know if it's the sister or whatever. She just said that the family has completely cut her off from talking to her best friend.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's who bought Candy's trailer and land too.
Yep. So
Her best friend bought Grandis's
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2018, I think she bought her. She and her husband bought her trailer, and she has 2 lots there.
right. And now Grandis's family, or the sister she's with now, don't want her talking to these people no more.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
How rude. I mean, ain't it crazy how some people are so controlling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I
they're
mean,
afraid she's
So
gonna slip up. I think. Yeah.
impossible. Yeah, absolutely.
Katie, the reason I know that information about Grandis and her best friend is because I talked to the best friend's friend. You get it?
Wisconsin mama talked to everybody.
And actually, she is trying to get me to get an interview with this lady, the best friend. But the best friend is she's really shy. She's shy, and she did try to contact TBI with the information that she had from Grandis, from Grandis, and actually, TBI never got back to her. So Lisa contacted TBI for her,
FBI.
the FBI, so that somebody can come and pay attention to what she has to say, because she has a lot to say.
Sorry, I went to get a pop.
Too many people involved. Say it one more time. Slow. Slow down. Okay.
So the lady that Candace is with is one of Benny's mods.
I don't know. She's been in a lot of groups. She's been in other cases. She claimed that she met Candace and Don when Summer was a baby camping somewhere, and I could tell you a lot about her. We all dug into her and compared notes. She told everybody she was texting a different story about her relationships and her life, and everybody got a different story, and we all got together and compared. She said that when Summer was just learning to walk, she was camping with Candace and Don. However, she wasn't Facebook friends with her until after Summer went missing. She's inserted herself into other cases too.
Right.
So, she's always pretended to be Candace's very best friend, but now she's got exclusive control of her once the Dawns were out of the picture. So
I think somebody else has got exclusive control of her, but I won't say anything. What was you going to say, Wisconsin mama?
I don't remember. No.
You know what they say? You don't remember? It probably wasn't supposed to be said.
I don't know. Then Bryn, Ernie's ex-girlfriend, she said that Ernie's ex-girlfriend is Lisa. And TJ said that she was scared of Ernie, but just pretending to be his girlfriend to mess with Benny. I don't know. That's what she said.
Wow.
Did you get the brownie, PG? Sarah and I made a pan of brownies tonight for tonight's episode. We needed it after last night.
Absolutely. Amen.
So, anyways,
I
girls,
was glad I had a pan or two on board,
yeah. So,
especially last night.
yeah. So, what I will do, PG, is because, what I'm saying, I do have receipts. So, I will send the receipts to PG so she can clarify what I'm saying, okay?
Oh, I appreciate that.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, because, I don't want people thinking that I'm just out here gossiping. So, yeah, I'll send them to you and then you can verify it. I mean, because it's not like I can put it out on YouTube. I don't want people,
Right.
you know, there's just so far you can go with receipts. But I'll
Right.
send the messages to PG and then she can clarify it. Okay. They're all like,
Sway, how
what?
do we know that Chris M is not part of the underground shit? Did you
Exactly.
ever read about his part at the Oceanside Police Department?
Oh, he's shady.
If that is true, I, I wonder about some things as well. Um, but I haven't had time to really research into a lot of that because I'm so busy with all of this. And but I do want to look into that. Absolutely, truth. I absolutely do.
He's not very smart. I mean, and he doesn't really do any research in anything. And, a lot of his
Right.
red flags are just things that he misunderstood.
Exactly.
And
I'm
let's
like,
make
red flag. I'm like, what?
I so agree with that. I do. I do. I do.
let's make some
You
clarification
know,
about
what
Chris.
they do is they congregate to bullshit everybody, and it's and it. You were surprised as hell to see it worked, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
wow.
So, I just want everybody to know. Remember how Chris M said he was coming to Polk County, Wisconsin, and he was going to do an investigation on the Rose Bly case.
They threw him out
Lisa,
that quick.
they don't want him up here, do they?
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
no.
nope, they don't. They declined him.
Absolutely.
So what's that?
They said, we're sorry, we can't release information on an ongoing investigation.
Right.
Exactly.
He
Yeah.
said he's all about the money.
Yep. Yeah.
And Don gets out the end of July. He'll be free man, flying like a bird,
Well, he's
back
going
out
to
here.
he's going to U-Turn Ranch. That's that Christian rehab place.
Right. But he'll have access to everything. I mean, Don will be back. Trust and believe that. Don will be back. He has a need to be back. He's already started sending out his letters for everybody to. I mean, he loves to get a chance to talk out of jail right through Tim Mullins.
Well, you think about it. I mean, how odd that Tim is the only one really there for him all the time. I mean, Tim has never said anything bad about them, or Tim is always there for Don. Tim's never backed off on saying anything bad.
And Tim has 100% stayed pucker up and kissing hard,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
But he
his
still
lips.
got rolled off the heel.
Yeah,
He got rolled off the heel for backing up that phone. He stole that phone information. That's what he did.
yeah, he
And
did.
then Benny got him busted. That was some funny shit.
Hmm.
Oh, I
I
don't know.
can't.
I don't think Tim Mullen was making
That was like
money.
Dumb and Dumber, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It cracked me up. At least they could have been
Wow.
like Cheek and Chong.
I mean, like, you take the information and you download it, and then you hand the phone in. That's like stealing, right?
Well,
You took.
that phone
Right.
was one he got way after Summer went missing, so there's nothing on there. I mean, Don gave it to Tim. If law enforcement wanted that, they could have just taken it when
Yeah,
Don was
I know he
checking
gave
in
it
at
to.
jail.
I know he gave it to Tim to give to Candace, but Tim went and downloaded everything for his
Before
own.
he
Right.
turned it in.
Hey,
Right.
man, I don't think Don knew that part about it.
I don't know.
Trust me, he didn't. He didn't. He wasn't, he didn't act like he was upset about it once it happened because Donald's smart enough to know no matter what device his fingers are touching, um, law enforcement's all over it anyway, right? So Donald's not stupid. I can say that, in a criminal factor, he's not dumb at all. Period.
He's
He's done his
crafty.
homework, honey.
He's not as smart as Candy, though.
The grandma,
Yeah.
yeah, she's one of the higher ups, ain't she? She's one of the higher ups. And speaking of the higher ups, um, you know, the higher ups is, for one, the higher ups started. It started with the PIs. At first, that was the higher ups.
Yeah.
Then Tim Mullins came into play. Somewhere, Tim Mullins came into play right after. Actually, the PIs was in there at the time I was in there. At the very beginning, pretty much they were there and I was there. And then after me, there was some, I'm going to say morons. I'm not going to name names. These were some women, actually 3, that pretty much got rolled out very quickly, except one. It went down to 1. And then that was their higher ups there for a minute as well. The level twinkled down from the PIs, and I'm not going to include myself in that equation. So absolutely not. So it went from the PIs down to Tim Mullins, down to these women that actually got disassembled pretty quickly, because Donald figured out real fast they were morons. And then down to this one that kept trying to hang in there like a ball and chain, and I think she's even been dismantled now. And then it rolled down to this attorney that they just recently hired for him and Candace. And that's pretty much all the higher ups. I mean, the PIs are still in there. Tim Mullins is hanging in there. And yes, they still are under the attorney's thumb. But that's the only ones left right now. So, PG, since Don's getting out in July, do you think, with all the stuff Candace doing after he went to jail, like with Ernie BK, do you think she's hiding, scared of Don, knowing he will be free? Absolutely not. She ain't hiding. She's been visiting Don and talking to him daily, feeding him a line of bullshit. Do I believe she's having an affair on him? Absolutely. Do I think the person she's messing with got her out of the spotlight? Absolutely. Do I think she'd be out here still running her mouth if it wasn't for this particular person that, is satisfying her in ways that, maybe even Don couldn't? Definitely, I do think she'd still be out here, but because of this one particular person, she is in the background right now. Absolutely. And Don knows it, and so does a lot of other people. And when he gets out, if she ain't hiding, she probably better. That's and a person that he believes she's with better be hiding as well, right?
Yeah.
I think they'll get back
But
together.
I think he might just turn his back on all of it, and and what I'm saying is if she goes back, I mean, I'm sure Don would take her back. Why wouldn't he? Who else could he get now? But if he takes her back, she's going to be treated a lot worse than she was ever treated before. I don't think he's going to forget this one easily, to be honest with you. And at least that's how it's sounding.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know.
I sure would like to be parked at his driveway when he gets home.
Donald's one of those people that when he's in jail, he just sits back. He takes it as it comes. He feels his hands are tied. All he could do is what he's doing. Donald is one of those people that goes within himself. It is what it is. And he stews for the day of his freedom. And when that comes, all hell will break loose. That's just who he is and how he is.
They'll have to come up with money to turn the electric back on.
Oh, he'll have that electric on in 5 minutes.
Okay,
His
let's
compass,
see.
his books stay full all the time.
Tiffany was arrested in Barrow County. Possession of a Schedule 1 controlled substance and driving under the influence of drugs. Where's Barrow County? Georgia. Yeah, she was in Georgia. So there you go. Somebody asked about that. She was arrested in Georgia. Yes.
Wow, that is crazy,
apparently,
right?
if she's with her and she just got arrested for drugs, I'm pretty sure Candace is not getting herself clean.
Yeah, I don't think she's in rehab there.
No, she ain't in rehab.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not if your partner's all getting busted with drugs.
Yeah, good night.
Night's Spivey.
Yes, Alessia Don is going on to the U-Turn Ranch. It's a Christian rehab.
Hello, Tennessee Shine. Where have you been?
Sway says that Tiffany is not with Candace.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but Tiffany actually came on alive and said that she was with her. And I know something I'm not allowed to say, but
Right.
You know something you're not allowed to say.
yeah.
I know Donald didn't have to do it.
But I don't say anything. I only heard from one person because
you don't know.
And she told me absolutely to not tell anybody because she's the only one that knows. So yeah, if I told, then they'd know who told me.
Right.
Yeah, where is Candace then, Sway?
Donald only got 6 months. He did not get the full 11. He only got 6 months, and he's coming out, and then he does rehab. That was the agreement within the court system.
What a baby.
Hey, Lisa, give us a hint.
She's always trying to get that stuff.
Right. I love White Window, baby. She's a sweetheart.
Too. She's the best mod on YouTube.
PG, have you been in connection with Don?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, that is the third time that you have pleaded the fifth in like 5 days.
Some things you got to plead the fifth on, right?
Yeah.
No one had CM on their panel. He's on Josh's panel all the time. Damn True said that. No one has had CM on their panel. He's
Tennessee, my prayers are with
best
you.
Friend.
It's hard.
All right. Well, I think
I'm gonna get off here because
I think I'm gonna wrap it up too. I see a lot of the people going out of here, so I'm sure everybody's getting late. I know, and I'm holding people up. So I'm going to say good night to everyone. And as every night, I'm going to ask for everyone to pray for Summer continue to keep those prayers going up. I so appreciate you, Wisconsin Mama, and Lisa Kay coming up on a panel tonight.
Oh yeah.
God bless y'all.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Bless you too, PG. Have a good night.
You too,
Bye,
sweetie.
Lisa. Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, and I so appreciate my mods. I appreciate everyone that's here to support Summer as always. And I know Summer would thank you if she was here. She would send you much love and thank you as well. God bless everybody. Much love to you. Keep those prayers going up. Please keep them going up for Summer. Keep them up going up for one another, right? And God bless everybody. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Skip to my
Good night, everyone. Much, much love. No summer, no peace. Amen. Good night.